One strange thing about this hill is instead of a bunch of thorns like you'd normally see on high ground, it's pretty clear. There's a clear spot right there. The trees aren't mature, but still there's not a lot of brush that we have to fight. Pretty interesting up here. This kind of looks like an old road. It's got a nice handhold there if you want to climb it. But I'm not going to climb it. I don't want to damage this thing. It looks strong, but I'm still not going to do it. Although we would get a great view if we climbed it. Something kind of interesting. We're up on high ground, but I don't see a lot of brush or thorns to fight through. Usually when you're up this high, up on a ridge, there's going to be thorns and a lot of brush about this high you have to fight through. This is pretty clear. In fact, it looks like there's a trail going right there. I doubt you can see it, but off in the distance is where we parked. That's the high school where we parked. We're standing at the edge of a pretty sheer drop now. Got to be careful here. It's more than 50 feet, probably 70 feet. Straight down. Careful, Blue. One thing I don't understand, there's a lot of clear spots out here like this. And like I said earlier, normally on high ground, we're accustomed to a bunch of thorns that we have to fight through, but we don't see much of that. Generally, it's pretty easy walking. I don't know if it's this soil that's preventing the growth, or maybe humans lived up here. I don't know. Humans might have cleared it out, but what's keeping the thorns from coming back? That's interesting. Because even after 50 years, 100 years, 150 years, all that growth should be back. I don't know why it's still clear. Canopy is not that mature. Man, there's a beautiful view there. Actually, we're not the first ones to see this view recently. There's the remnants of a campfire there. Oh, there's no telling how old it is, but it's not too old. It's not in the past month, but it's not decades old. You can see the bridge from there. You can see where we parked from there at the high school. It's a pretty nice hike. Glad we got out. We've been skirting the edge of this hill for a while, and it was pretty easy going so far. Now on the way back to the northeast corner of it, it's getting kind of thick, kind of brushy. Anytime I see a possible way down, a break in a cliff, gap, I always try to make note of it. It's always good to mark places like these. You never know if you'll return to a spot. You need a quick way down off of high ground, or you need a quick way up. Anytime you see a break like this, you gotta mark it, make note of it. Pluto can tell by smelling. He knows we're pretty much back. His behavior kind of changes. He gets a little bit more spring in his step. He gets a little excited, and he takes the lead, even if he's tired. That's one way to know you're close, is to bring a dog. If Pluto was a little younger, we'd circle the hill a little bit from low ground, get to that big 70-foot cliff that we saw, but he's getting kind of older, so we're gonna have to say goodbye to this hill, and we're gonna have to go home. Man, it's beautiful out here. Just up and over this next hill is the road. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my stuff away. When we get close to the road, I'm gonna leash Pluto. I guess we're gonna go ahead and sign out. Man, I'm glad we got out. I don't know how this would turn out. I thought it might be just too thorny up there. I wasn't sure if it would be like a bluff or just a little hill. It turned out to be a pretty nice bluff or knob. We got some good views. Pretty easy walking. What do you think, Pluto? You had a good day? And we'll get home, get Pluto some tasty food, maybe some fast food. After a big hike like this, you can go ahead and give him half a burger maybe.